Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday, I think it's the 21st of September. Heading home at a more reasonable 5:30 than the last few weeks. Not that I've finished my scrap metal extraction from the warehouse. I don't know if I'll ever get round to finishing it all, to be honest. Tons of the stuff here, there and everywhere buried away, but I just don't fancy it this week. Actually, it's been a bit of a turbulent week and I'm just not in the mood to stay until 8:30 at work and leave in the dark. So yeah, I'm just heading home at 5:30 and hopefully chilling out all night. Actually, it's just been a bit of a week, one way or the other. So last Friday, yeah, late finish. I think I got in home about 9 o'clock in the end. After that malarkey, I had to do, what did I do? Oh, had to do the wagon wheel on the Steam It. I'd done like a little incentive thing where there was some delegated Steam power up for grabs if they did this post on Steam It, and what the plans for the future on Steam It were. So but it was time to judge the winners of all those posts, so I had that to do, which was a bit of a, just make sure I get past this one here. Slippy. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, so I had to quickly drop into voice there to discuss who was going to win, then do the winning announcement post, all that before midnight for the Playhouse, and I only just scraped it, to be honest. It takes a long time to produce a post on Steam It when you're thinking about what you're typing in and stuff. So yeah, so I had to do that. And then the Playhouse finished pretty much straight away. It was into Fight Club again, although not so many in Fight Club for the last one. I hope tonight's a bit more lively. I could understand if everyone was British, you know, 1 AM to 4 AM. It's a bit of a tough call. But America land, it's only like 9 PM till midnight. Not even vaguely late. In real terms, so yeah, but there was a few in there, and we did have a laugh, so that was good. And then Saturday I was of course pretty wiped out, having gone to bed at like 4 something again, so I didn't move till about 11 AM, which is understandable, and spent another fairly unproductive day, except I upgraded the witness server to the new Hard Fork 20 software. Woohoo! That was a great idea. Not. So yeah, upgraded, fine, it went through fine. I was very careful. As soon as I received the block, I set about doing the update, because I knew I was going to have to replay, and the replay would take a while. So did that. Thought, great, sorted out. It's up and running. Made sure you use conductor to disable the witness, just so I skipped a block because it wasn't going to finish the replay in time to catch the next one. Then recommenced and it was all good. And then there's a whole kerfuffle on Monday. But we'll get into that when I've done this bit. Alright, okay, see you in a minute. So, quickly, to do Mr. Nellis's words of wisdom. If they're going to come to me. I know they're there. Here they come. Come along, words. Oh great, this guy's done already, so I'm going to have to go. Oh, we'll have to do the words when we're going to Richard. Where's he going? Oh, this could be bad news. Maybe we'll do the words. Because there's a van wanting to turn, and there's this guy as well. Presume he's wanting to turn. Yeah, they're fighting each other. Alright, now they're gone. Right, I better move because like I say, I got this other guy waiting. Someone coming in behind him. So, you'll have to wait until I stop next to Mr. Ellis. And let's see if I can. They're coming so quick. But we've done it. So, yes, Sunday was quite a restful day. Played a lot of Minecraft, actually, of all things, with the boy. He went back on Minecraft again. So we were building some rudimentary sort of housing. Well, mine was rudimentary. It was actually fantastic, of course. Amazing structures and buildings. So I built some kind of sort of lean-to thing, which I was entirely unimpressed with, and decided to TNT it off completely. Little gimp. So yeah, my Minecraft skills are not good really. So I did that. I did Sublime Sunday, which I just had quickly nipped out to Wibsey Park, to be honest, and took some photos around there. Watch the guy trying to pop out. So that was my Sublime Sunday. So Monday, yeah, Monday was quite eventful in the end. So about midday on Monday at work, I noticed I couldn't I couldn't refresh that to get any information on my Steam account. And normally that means something's gone down or going down. And I logged into my witness to have a look in that, and that was doing very odd things. Normally transaction processing, you see 30, 40, 60 transactions being processed per sort of witness that they're being processed from. And I was looking at transactions of between 0 and 3 and 4, and that was very strange. So, and apparently what happened is there was basically an inconsistency in the code. The new code for the blockchain, the c0ff33, had a bug in it, an error, and what had happened is someone had counted a downvote in the last 12 hours with an upvote. The version 19 software allowed it, the version 20 didn't. Because of this disparity, it was a hard fork occurred, and all version 20 software wouldn't work with the version 19 and vice versa. So we ended up with like 2 blockchains trying to run, which isn't right. I mean, the hard fork should have just occurred, and just be one lot, but we needed really pretty much everyone on the c0ff20, whereas we were completely split because we were a week away from when, more than a week away from when it should occur. So what that basically meant is the blockchain ended up shutting down because it wasn't right, and then of course it was a complete sort of mass confusion because Steam, it didn't work, and none of the other blockchain sites that connect to Steam worked. Steam was obviously not doing nothing, there was no transactions that had been processed. The witness thing wasn't hugely helpful, the witness chat. There was people coming in and out and things being asked and questions and saying about what's wrong but not many solutions, and just ended up being told to wait and see what happened and wait for the answers. So
warning, K-band radar.
yeah, so that was all a bit of a kerfuffle really, and in the end they decided the solution was for everyone to go back to the version 19 software, but because of the fork, the blockchain log, the block log, was going to have to be replaced with one just prior to the whole problem that had happened, or apparently you can actually chop out to the last section of the block log, so to miss out that particular problem. So that kind of ended up in the result that they finally got it all just about all running with a few witnesses, reworking again, and slowly everyone sort of came together and caught up. But I'd held out on my version 20 in case they were going to fix that, and then you could commence using that again. So finally, I think 1 AM on Monday night, it started coming back again, but the whole thing was that you've got to go back to 19 software, you can't use the 20, so that was it. I had to cut. Fortunately, I had an older block log from about 2 weeks ago, so I could replace mine with that and start replaying that instead, and then I just had to wait for it to catch up, and it kicked in and started doing transactions again. So all a bit of a thing for Steemit, really. It was offline for about 12 hours, I think, in total, while everyone tried to work out how to solve the problem, and then solved it. So that was yeah, that was Monday. There you are. So Tuesday, I was busy at work again, and I was completely wiped out Tuesday night. So I did a little sort of witness update about what happened, but there wasn't a lot in it really, and then slept early. Then Wednesday, well, how did I get up Wednesday? I don't know. Losing track now, the days are just sort of merged. Super busy. Yeah, it's sunny and bright now. I've been peeing it down all day. Peeing it being the word. Can't tell if his indicator's on or not. So yeah, Wednesday, I think I might have done a post. I've done not bad with posting again on Steemit, to be honest, despite that downturn. Now it's a case of waiting out for Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the official hard fork day, so I'm holding off on the now fixed version 20 software. So I can install that, and we'll see what happens on Tuesday, if it's going to be alright. Now we're going a bit further up because I'm going to the shop up here before I go home. The shop. Oh, yep, check for these down here. Oh, anyway. So yeah, so work's been busy, done a fair bit of roasting again this week. Had some retail coffee packs to pack and send out, so got that caught up with. Had some new green coffee come in today, a big pallet. Really nice Mexican actually. Got a lot of geisha in it apparently, which is a very high quality strain of coffee plant. So that's from Mexico. Nice looking sack as well, actually. It's a good photo of that one. So yeah, that's good. And of course tonight we've got an hour, and then it'll be Words with Witty. Then wait for the Playhouse at midnight. Oh no, at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be. I've got a show at 9 o'clock. I'm being interviewed as a Steemit witness. Interview with a witness. Me. I've got to park on here now. Yeah, no, I'm going up here. So let's sneak up here, I think. Looks like that one's been there sometime, so I don't think it's going to be moving anytime soon. So we'll do Mr. Nelles's Words of Wisdom, and then that's it. I'm calling it a day. So yeah, I've got a show at 9 o'clock on the Minnow Boot Camp server, I think, with Underground and Eagle Spirit. So that's going to be interesting. Then I've got Playhouse at midnight, and then Fight Club after that, until, well, however long I last before I fall asleep, probably. So Mr. Nellis says, my things to talk about on your vlog. Me as I've watched Batman Forever 2. Me as I've been to Castleford Museum on Monday afternoon. Me as I'm going to Square Chapel with my cousin called Alice Copley to see a stage show about the Flying Scotsman this coming Friday evening. Me as I'm going to Halifax Model Railway exhibition at Northbridge Leisure Centre on Saturday afternoon, and do you and your sons like model railway exhibitions, and also have you and your sons been to a model railway exhibition? No, I think we'd like to go, but we've not been to one. When are you next seeing your dad? Oh, he's been away for a lot of weekends, Sundays, so I've not been over for lunch, no. And he's away all this weekend as well, so I think maybe he's back the weekend after, so we'll perhaps see him then. Johnny English strikes again. Yes, Johnny English is back, that'll be a good film. The death of Dennis Norden. Oh, well, yeah. Chris Evans leaving BBC Radio 2 as he is returning to Virgin Radio. Well, there you are. I don't know. So that's it. So have a good weekend. Next week. I'll catch you in next week's Coffee Vlog. See ya.